Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is the 2nd of January, 2021. I cannot believe it. We're already in 2021. It's very, very, very exciting times. And I think this video, it's very important because today we're going to talk about the 5 things to do in 2021 to have a successful year and to do things that are different than the last year and to be able to get the results that we need for our Amazon FBA business. What led me to this video is actually we found a lot of flaws in our Q4 with our processes, with our SOPs, our lack of manpower, and all the stuff that led me is like, you know what, let's go ahead and talk about how we can structure better for 2021 and what are the steps I'm going to be taking or I recommend taking that is going to help in 2021. At the same time, we had a really great session last few days with my students, and I think all of you guys are here. Is basically we talked almost for 2 hours and a half webinar. It's basically we talked about what are the good, the bad, the ugly from 2020 and how we can fix it for 2021. And what made me think, you know what, it's very important for me to come out and have a video about how we tackle 2021. At the same time, I'm going to release that video with my students. I'm going to do it in chunks because it was 2 hours and a half. So I'm going to try to condense it for you guys so you'll be able to watch it. So it's really, 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 really and very important to understand different perspective, different people's struggles, because everyone's different struggle. My struggle is different than someone else's. Someone else is different than someone else. So we need to make sure that we have the right processes and you'll be able to see where you fit exactly. At the same time, I would like to congratulate that many of you who achieved the $100,000 challenge. So basically last year when we started 2020, we talked about the 100K challenge. I was like, I challenge you to go ahead and actually go ahead and make $100,000 a year, which was very, very small number, like around $8,300 per month to be able to achieve that kind of level of 100K a year, sorry. And many of you actually reached out to me and with my text messages, with DMs and everything, say, hey, you know what? It's really, I achieved it. Thank you so much. I didn't think it was possible, but actually I achieved it. So I'm very, very happy. Hopefully 2021, we have a different kind of challenge. Hopefully reach 250K challenge. So if you're up to it, go ahead and take it if you can prove it to yourself. And also, also 2020 was a lot of good things happened, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that didn't happen well. For us, for example, with 100K challenge, for sure we achieved it. But the only thing it's about, I had a commitment of having 10K subscribers by the end of this year for our YouTube channel, but we didn't reach it. And this is part of the business. I casted my vision. I casted what I wanted to do. Hey, I would like to get 10K subscribers by the end of the year, but we didn't reach it. We are at 1,100. So 1,100, we didn't even reach it. We reached 10% of that. But it's okay. This is what kind of business is. It's business about failing, about trying and doing things better and better. Because the whole idea about doing something better, it's about asking yourself a very simple question. Did your way of thinking got you where you wanted to be? And are you happy with where you are today? So are you happy with the results that you get today? Is the way of thinking, the information that you have, the steps that you have, were they able to lead you to where you want it to be? So for example, let's say 2020, I wanted to get to 100K and I use this processes, this thinking, the steps that I have, this teaching, this information, this going to different Facebook groups, YouTube channel to be able to get information. Did that get you to where you want it to be? If it didn't get you, that means you have to change your way of thinking. You need to change of the way how you execute things. And that's the same thing that's happening with us as well, which is, YouTube is not my top priority because my business is more important, but I love coming here. I love talking about Amazon. I love interacting with you guys, which really means a lot to me. At the same time, we have something called alignment. So the alignment is very, very important. I still didn't get into my 5 steps. I'm just giving you an introduction, and then I'm going to talk about why my hair is like that. Don't worry, I'm going to get there. It's basically, did your workload and how you work aligned with the goals that you want to reach? And that's very, very important. So if I put in, let's say I want to reach $200,000 a year income? Did my work ethics, the hours that I put in, did the work, how I work, get me to where I wanted to be by reaching the 250K? Did it? Yes or no? So this is alignment that you need to adjust. If you see that you're lacking work ethics, if you're lacking hours put into your business, and you're not achieving your goals, that means you need to increase your hours. You need to increase your work ethics. And if you achieve them, you need to go ahead and have different kind of steps. You need to have different kind of goals to push yourself to go to the next level. So it's always about leveling up until you get to where you want it to be. And you see the compound effect is going to work very well. So that's been said. Let's go ahead and talk about the steps. There are more than 5 steps, but I think it sounded very good to have it as a title, and as it's very amazing to have it as a title as well as a thumbnail to have it. So I have 5 steps, but at the same time, I have some kind of recommendation, some kind of the bullet points that in my thoughts I would like to share with you. So first of all, let me welcome everyone here. We have Rachel, we have Asid, we have Megan, we have Dan. Thank you so much for being here. We have Neil and Monica, and we have Don Estad. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. Actually, my haircut, what happened is in the 31st of December 2020, I decided to go cut my hair. And thanks to the lockdowns, thanks to everything is closed in Quebec here, and I live in Canada, as you guys know, but I do my business in the US, is actually I didn't pay attention, and I went and I forgot the adapter for the clippers, and I'm trying just to shave a little bit, and all of a sudden I made a big hole here, actually here. So when I made that hole, I was like, hey, there's no way around it, so I had to shave everything. It's not a new haircut, it's a mistake. And I'm trying to reflect it for 2021. So more my hair grows, hopefully my business grows at the same way as my hair grows. It's not a new haircut, it's just a mistake. But hey, I found out that my hair, actually my head is, spherical. It's not actually, I thought my head is like this, like, a coney, but actually it's not. It's actually still round. And you know what? It's less shampoo, as if I was using much shampoo before. But I don't know. That's what happened. I look like an idiot. I was actually going like this all the time. I feel like, yo, what's up? But hey, it is what it is. Happened. So guys, let's get to it. Let's get to the 5 steps. And I'll tell you what I'm doing myself and what I have been working on. And actually, look, these stuff are only a few samples and steps that I'm going to be taking. And I think I'm going to have a great 2021. 2020 was great for us. For sure, there was some ups and downs. In every business, there's some stuff are going down, some stuff are going up. You're not going to be winning all the time, but you try to learn from your failures and try to do better as you go. All right. So first thing you need to do for 2021, you need to name your year. So this year, you need to name every year. If we know our vision for any business we would like to do is, let's say, I would like to reach every business that we're going to take, we need at least 3 to 5 years to execute that business, to become reality. If you really, really want to get a right business. I'm not talking about, hey, you want to have 1-2 products, make yourself $3,000 to $5,000 a month. That's very doable, very easy. There's no problems. I'm talking about those who are people who wants to reach $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Look, reaching to $1 million 7-figure, it's easy. It's easy in Amazon. You can do it yourself. But if you want to scale up from 1 million to more, this is where it requires a lot of work. It requires a different kind of mindset and kind of steps and SOPs to get you there. So every year you need to name it something. For me, I've been in business for what now? Almost 5 years. I've never named any of my years. But this year I actually, with the flaws that I found out in Q4, and our business really did very well and expanded, which is a lot of people in the Amazon FBA did very well. But I found out that we have some flaws. So the flaws, as I mentioned before, is basically we didn't have enough SOPs. Our processes weren't good. And also we were lacking manpower. So my wife and I were working really overtime. We did it. I'm happy. We're okay when it comes to the challenge. But I named my year. This year is going to be the year of structure. So why I named it for year for structure? Because you need focus. So I focus this year. My focus is going to be about building SOPs, making sure that I have my process right. I have my right expansion going in place, making sure that my each business model that I have, the retail online arbitrage with wholesale and pallet, and versus my private label, they have different processes. So I need to make sure that I really structure them correctly, that they can run without me. So this is why I called my year, and you need to name your year also. What's the year of it? Is it a year of structure? Is it a year of building a leadership? Is it a year of growth? What is it exactly? So I'm building a year of structure this year, so it can give me the opportunity to build bigger and to make sure that I really reach the growth that I need once I get it. So for me, it's a year of structure. Very, very, very important. Name it, stick to it. I have it in a board. Year of a structure. That means our main focus has to be in structuring the business correctly, that can run without me and my wife, or can take a little bit from our effort into the business. And that makes it very sellable business. I was talking about SOPs for a long time, talking about structure for a long time. But sometimes even when you say things, it's easier said than done. But start somewhere. Second thing to do for 2021 to have a really good, successful one, set goals and vision with details, goals, and steps to make it happen. So for each brand that you have, for each business model, like for example, if you're running wholesale, you're running retail and arbitrage, you're running private label, have set goals for each one of them. What do you want the outcome from it? And make it reasonable. Don't go ahead and just say, I want to reach $2 million and yeah, let's do it. What's going to get you there? How many sales per day? How much the value of how much of the net profit from each product that you're going to get? How long is it going to take for you to get there? How many products inventory that you need to have to make sure that you really can get there? So make sure you write it down. For me, every business model, for example, retail and arbitrage wholesale, I said, hey, for me to reach, let's say, for example, $30,000 to $40,000 in sales per month. I know Q4 we made over 100. That's not realistic for all of us to calculate that for Q1, Q2, Q3, but it's a system. It's a formula. So I say, hey, listen, I need 30 sales per day. I need to make sure that I make $10 profit each, and I need to make sure that I source around 600 to 800 units per month to make sure that I really have a good, sustainable business that comes the money all the time, and sustainable. It's consistent, because retail and arbitrage is about having enough units and making sure that you're sourcing. So inventory management plus your sourcing has to be aligned together. So set the goals and the vision. If you're starting a new for a private label, set it up. Hey, for private label, I would like to make sure that I launch 3 products this year. I make sure that I reach them for each one of them. I want to make 15 sales, and the other maybe 20. Depends, whatever, 20, 15, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you set the amount of units and the value next to it, and how much the outcome you would like to do it. Because every time, let's say I want to make 10 sales for that specific product, but I didn't reach it, I need to work harder. I need to get maybe marketing. I need to do some managed chat. I need to rank a little bit better to reach that 10 sales. If I'm at 5 and my goal is 10, that means I have some work. I need to optimize my listing. I need to have the new images. I need to have a new PPC strategy. I need to have a new enhanced brand content to be able to reach my 10. As long as the market potential is there and you see other sellers are reaching that means you can as well. It's just about putting more effort. Now, as I told you, in the toys, I have launched 3 products, and they didn't reach the potential yet. I haven't optimized my enhanced brand content. I haven't done my review strategy. I haven't done anything. Okay, and it was still selling very well, but I have ordered enough for me to move forward and to make sure that I really do well and make sure I rank it very well this year. So that's why I said, do not put yourself into launching products and getting into a lot of things without finishing what you have. Optimize what you have. Make sure you optimize it to the maximum you can, and then jump into another products. I'm not this kind of guy. I like to jump from one product to another right away. Finish the one you have. Make sure it's really solid. Make sure it's sustainable. Make sure it has its own cash flow. Then jump to the next one. Number 3, and this is a mistake that I have. I didn't think of it big enough, even though I knew it's important, but I haven't executed it very well. But luckily, I did something about it. So create your SOPs. SOPs is basically standard operation procedures. Create them early. Do not be like me. When I started the business, I knew there was SOPs are very important, but I haven't created them. So sooner is the better. Go ahead and create your SOPs. If you are brand new right now and you're into product research, right? What's the product research? What do you look for? In my product research, I like to find this product at this price. It needs to make sure they have this much reviews. It has to have this. Then work on your validation, write them down, luckily, and thanks to all my students and all the group we have, Amazon FBA Giants, the private group and also the public, I was able to do a lot of videos. And these were my SOPs. So when I went and I created my course for Amazon FBA, I had the processes. I was teaching them. So it was easy for me to take this video and make it into an SOP. And as a doc, was very, 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 very helpful. So try, even if you're in my class, you like what I say, or you like one thing or two things from what I like, how I product research, how I validate, how I launch, take that, give it to a VA or yourself, go through it and write them down. That's going to be an SOP. So now, if you want to expand, if you want to hire more people, you can give that to someone and someone can execute the job similar to the way that you're going to execute it. So having them is very, very important for growth and to build a foundation that you can expand and grow very, very well. Number 4, very, very, very important, build a team to help for expansion and growth. It's very important. So building a team and a leader, that's something that I'm lacking. I wasn't able to build. Like, I have a team that I'm very, 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 very thankful for. They're very great for the one for YouTube, Facebook group, but I'm talking about my own business for Amazon, my Amazon business for my private label, my retail online arbitrage. The team needs to be built really strong. I need to build leaders in each position. So for example, if I have marketing, I need to have someone who's really strong that can lead a team later on. Now I can have him or have her by herself. She can do everything, all the marketing for my business. And then later on, I can hire someone that can learn from her and she can lead that team for expansion, for growth. So building a team is very important, whether it's in sourcing, whether it's in HR, whether it's in logistics, whether it's in product launches, whether in PPC, all this stuff, you need to start thinking about it. Now, if you're in the beginning and you don't have the money, you just in your first or second product, that's not something you want to look into right away. You can do all that by yourself. But if you are in a point of you reached a plateau and you're not able to go further, that's when you need to get other help. You need to start trusting other people. You need to start teaching them, micromanage until you trust, and that's the way you can do it. So very, very important. Number 4 is to build a team for expansion. So number 1, name your year. What's the year? This year, 2021. What is it? What the year is it? For me, is the year of a structure. 2, set your goal and vision with detailed goals and steps to achieve those goals. Number 3, create your SOPs early. Sooner is better. Number 4, build a team to help you for expansion and growth. Number 5, put in the work. Put in the work and be consistent. So put in the work. You know it's not going to be easy. It's going to require you work. Put in the work. Strengthen your work ethics and be consistent. Daily, hourly, daily, weekly, yearly, monthly, whatever it is, you need to do it consistent. And consistency was going to pay off. Sometimes you're going to say, you know what, I'm doing all the work that I'm doing and I'm still not achieving what I want. And it's going to be disappointing. And you're going to doubt yourself. And you're going to say, is it really for me? Is it really for me? At that moment, at that time, look at your sheet of paper, look at your vision, look at your goals, and see why you're doing it. And bring yourself up. Bring yourself back up. Say, you know what? No, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want to achieve results that nobody else have. I want to achieve goals that most people cannot achieve. Very, very, very important to be consistency. Consistency will lead you to wealth. Now, I'm very, very, very honest with myself. When I look at myself, I look at a bald head. No, sorry. If I look at myself, I know. You know yourself. When you look at yourself, you know exactly where you lacked. You know where the effort, where you lacked when you were winging your business. So, for example, my business, thank God, my Amazon FBA business, I know I'm doing 90%, 95% of the work that needs to be done. I'm not lazy about it because I have this drive. I love Amazon. I love building my business. Something is good. Now, I know where I lacked in YouTube. I know where I lacked in my course. Like, for example, our YouTube, I didn't reach what I wanted to be, right? I know why. Because I am very pushy. I am very straightforward. I am not very easy. Hey, everything is me. I know that. I know the work that I put in as videos is not high quality as everyone else's. I understand where I fail. I know my videos are not structured. It's what's in my heart. It's what I say. And that sometimes doesn't attract people who doesn't know me. And I understand that. So I know there's some work for me to do in that area. Okay. So it's very important to know exactly your good and bad and see where you like. For example, health-wise, I know what I like. I need to shut my mouth, stitch it, and stop eating, right? So that's another thing you need to do. We know what we're doing wrong. So you know what, sit with yourself, be clear, and come up with a plan. So that's my 5 steps. Is very, very important to name your year, set your goal and vision. Number 3, create your SOPs quickly, build a team. Number 5, put in the work and be consistent. Now, I have some pointers that on the side that I really would love to talk to you about. Patience. Be patient. Be very patient. These are different points, but I just want to throw them out there because I was just reading and I was like, you know what? I missed this. I think people need to know that. Be patient and things will work out. Patience are very important. Do not rush things. Be patient. I'm not telling you be patient, just be lazy and, oh my God, everything is going to work out. No, I'm saying be patient. If you worked hard and you put the work and you did the right things, be patient, things will come. More you put yourself out there, more things are going to come. So just be patient. Other things, focus on your goals and not others. And this is a very huge problem. I have it. And most of the people that I talk to, they have the same problem. It's not focusing on their own goals and vision. If my goal to reach $10,000, why are you comparing yourself to someone who wants to reach 100K or 200K or $1 million? That matter. So focus on your goals and vision, and do not compare yourself to other people who are in different level. Because if I'm here and I'm trying to reach this guy, his steps, his processes are way different than what I need right now. Now I need maybe structure and foundation. If I start building that and I'm closer, then I can take the process of that person. You're at 0 and you want to think about someone who's making 100,000 or 200,000. Be slowly. So, and always surround yourself with people who are similar to your ability, to same techniques. That's going to help you to push yourself and to get better and better. So stop comparing yourself. Everyone has different talent. Everyone has you don't know their story, you don't know their cash flow, you don't know how much money they have, you don't know how much they can put into the business, you don't know how much employees they have. So it's easier said than say, hey, you know what? Someone comes up, say, I make this, I make that. But you don't know the truth first, and secondly, you don't know what behind that. And that's something that we all need to learn. Stop comparing yourself to other people is very, very important, because do different stuff. It's hard work, but will pay off. Understand this Amazon FBA, it's a hard work, man. Any business you're going to do is a hard work. There's no business going to be easy, cheesy, sitting there and making money, unless you want to go scam people, unless you want to go steal banks and do all the stuff that we don't recommend in this channel. Please don't do it. Okay, I know I look like El Chapo with this haircut, but please don't do it. Okay, but I'm just telling you, it's hard work. You need to put in the work. There's a lot of sacrifice you're going to make. Some time with your kids, you might not have. Maybe time with your wife, you might not have. Maybe you're going to be 14, 16 hours work on your business. These things are going to happen. So have the work. It's hard work. It will pay off. It's a sacrifice, but will pay. It's everything. You need to stay to your goals, stay to your vision, and it will work. The other thing, just things I'm thinking about for 2021, do not base your inventory management and reordering based on Q4. Q4 is completely different kind of beast. It's something that you can get 3-5x more sales, or 3 times the sales, or 5 times the sales, or 8 times, or even 10 times the sales than a regular month. So you need to calm down a bit. You had a great Q4. Brace it. Yes, awesome. Let's go get it. But do not have the same kind of ideas that you're going to have the same kind of sell in Q1, Q2, Q3, because it's going to be different. It's going to be less. And even now, if you see, for example, retail and arbitrage, I don't have enough inventory, but we are down by 75%, right? We have our private label. What luckily, I have toys and supplements. Supplement is very good in specific month, not good in Q4. Supplement, they don't do generally very good in Q4. So my supplements spiked up. My toys went down It went down by almost also by 70%. Instead of selling 100 units, 80 to 100 units, now I'm selling around 15 to 20 units. So I understand now the time of the year, but things are going to happen. And I knew it. I was prepared for it. But I wanted to be sure, because a lot of people are going to come out, going to show you screenshots. I came in, hey, look, 100K, 80K, 70K, 90K, Baba K, Mama Ka, Mabi Ki, Baba Ka, whatever. It's easy to do it in Q4. So it's about consistency and making sure you do it later on. Now, focus on the basics. Very important. All this noise that you hear, focus on the basics. Your basics is your best bet. Focus on the basics. How you create a listing, how you choose a product, how you launch the product, and once you achieve the basics, then go to the next level and trying to do this, like Amazon Live, Amazon Post, and doing this head search ads, sponsor ads, brand sponsor ads, and all this stuff, video ads, and all this stuff. Stay with the basics, trust me, and slowly work yourself toward that. But the basics, because a lot of us, we're going to focus on the high level because we think, oh my God, that's cute. And then you flunk at the basics, and the whole foundation, not building a good foundation, you're going to fail again. So make sure you focus on the basics, are very, very important. And, all these techniques that are coming out with launching a product and with one giveaway, and I'm in La La Land, or I'm in Bermuda Land, Bermuda Triangle Land, more like it. Forget that. This is how you get beginners. Don't get into that. Do not get into that. Stay to the basics. Network and have similar and be in a similar minded or same minded people. So always surround yourself in a Facebook group. We have a public one that you can get into for free. And please, if you like the content so far, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us some love and comment in the video if you really care. And if you love my hair, please leave it in the comment. It will really help a lot. Algorithm, because YouTube will love me if we hit the like button thingy, and subscribe. I don't know what's subscribe in here, or here, or here. Where is it? I don't even know. Here. I guess here. I don't know. I'm even my directions of video and how I do things it's Stone Age. So network is very important because it's going to get lonely. Working from home is really amazing. Having an e-commerce business, it's really great, but sometimes it gets lonely. You get yourself into your own ways. You start doubting. You start feeling distant from people. Your skills, human skills, gonna lack a bit. I remember before this job, I'm very easygoing, loving everybody, doing this and doing that. And sometimes if you keep that away and this relationship with the human, you're going to see yourself, your ideas are going to change a little bit. The way that you treat people is going to change a little bit. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. It's just going to be not as easy as before. So just understand, be surround people who are really sharing the same goals, because 90% of people are not going to share the same goal as you. So do not, if you go sit in a party, hey, I'm doing Amazon FBA, everyone's like, oh, good for you. Okay, what are we drinking, guys? Oh, I'm doing Amazon. Oh, we're going to eat. So you know what? That's going to happen a lot. So make sure you surround yourself, whether it's Facebook group, whether you get into a course, whether you get into something. If you want our course, you reach out to me and you'll be able to get it for a good price. And that's it. So these are the things that you really need to pay attention to. I just want to speak my mind for 2021. This is things that I was thinking about all the time, and I just want to bring them out there. And also, you're going to see this week and next week, I'm going to cut up that webinar that I had 2.5 hours with my students for you guys to see what other people struggle and how they're facing it, and what the things are they did well in 2020, and what the things they did bad in what they did good and what they did bad in 2020, and how they can fix it for 2021, which is really, really important to understand different perspective. And as I said before, if your ways of thinking and the amount or the account or amount of information that you have, or the way of doing things that didn't get you anywhere in your business, in your Amazon FBA business, didn't get you to the level that you want, you need to change. You need to change. It's very hard. Trust me, I have my own ways all the time, and I have to change. There's a lot of things that I need to I need to improve at. And, I do mistakes a lot, but I will learn from them and move on. And that's why I cut my hair. For every mistake I do, I cut my hair. So that's what happened. But, okay. So, guys, if you have any question, leave it in the comment. Let's get to it. And let's see if you have any question that you really, anything regarding this episode, regarding Amazon private label, retail online arbitrage, whatever you need. Let's go ahead and talk about it if you have the questions. But if you don't have any questions, we can call it a night. But let me have, okay, let's see. I would have a hole in my head. All right, let's see what we have. Bada boom, bada boom. All right. Again, say good morning. And then say GM. General. I don't know what's that GM. GM is it driving the car GM or general manager? He says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Monica. Says then Saad needs a haircut. Definitely. That's the new haircut. It's very easy and lazy. And thanks to the lockdown that we have it until January 11th, I believe. I have done the exact same thing. Yeah, I have the clippers, man, and my daughter comes, Daddy, you're a handsome boy. And I was like, really? And by mistake, I forgot to put the adapter, and I ate it. But hey, it's very refreshing. And yeah, I don't know why in the middle of the cold, like if you see now, I have snow, maybe 3 inches, 4 inches, and I cut my hair like that, I'm going to freeze to death. Amazing hairdo. I don't know if you guys serious or not, because my wife, she tells me I look like, she likes it, but I look like a bad boy. I don't know if she is missing bad boys in her life. I was a bad boy. For FPM, low price item, would you recommend adding insurance? I was adding insurance for my package, but it's necessary. Look, insurance, if it's a small price item, I don't think it's worth it, especially if you're going to pay $3 or $4, whatever the amount. Maybe it's not. I like to put insurance for a higher price item. Now you need to ask yourself, if I lose this product, I'm okay with it. The chances of you losing a package is very low. But if I have anything that's really high value, for example, if I have switches or I have small controllers, I have something over $100, I will do insurance and signature. It's really important. Other than that, it's not really necessary. Now for Canada Post, because I do retail arbitrage in Canada, is always comes with signature, I believe, and I think Megan, she always uses it, so that's what it is. So it is what it is. But I wouldn't. It's all about the price. If it's high value, I would do it. If it's not, hey, if it's $10-15 product, if I lose it, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to pay 30% more than what it is. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Nancy. Thank you so much. Happy to see you here. And I hope you had an amazing 2021, 2020, yes, and 2020, and Happy New Year. That's what I meant. We love you just how you are, Sai. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Rachel, you're awesome. We have loved the hair, man. Oh, awesome. So, okay, so having no effort, I thought to having the effort and trying to do it this side, like Justin Bieber, I thought the way to go, but I think it's not. But thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate it. Did you explain Amazon to strangers? Blank looks. Yes, blank looks 100%. They don't even know, if to the point that I'm telling you, my family still think, like what the hell I'm doing in my life kind of thing. Batel says, now that Q4 is behind us, what type of product or categories we need to get into to have consistent sales in our AOA? Look, categories, we talked about, we had a really good video in our group, private group, about what the things are recession proof. And I think these are the things that we're going to get into. I know the economy is going to do well. All people are going to do good money the stock market is going to do well. There's going to be a lot of stimulus checks coming in. It's going to be inflated. And I think you still need to take the same approach. So for me, for example, you have toys. I think it's still going to be doing well no matter what happens. You have supplement. You have, especially after 2020, after the New Year's, everyone has a different resolution. You can do some kind of groceries now. If people have a lot of lockdowns, they say when Biden is going to take office, he might, require people to go in a small lockdown, or some people are going to lockdown, whatever it is. For me, it's not about the category. What a category I'm comfortable with is toys. I'm going to get into electronics, like home and kitchen electronics, small appliances, maybe a little bit of groceries as well, but you need to make sure about the expiration date. The main game that you need to talk about, Batel, instead of the category, is about the amount of inventory that you're going to have. So let's take that example. In Q4, if I had 400 SKUs, I was able to sell 60 to 80 to 100 units a day. So let's say an average of 70 units. Now, if I want to reach the same kind of 70 units a day, that means I need 3 times or 4 times that amount. So instead of having 400 SKUs, which is 400 different individual products, I will need to have 1,200, 1,800, or 2,200 kind of SKUs. So you need to work on your inventory and how wide you want to go. So if you're having, let's say, 100 SKUs, you need to have it more. So my goal this year, what the things I'm doing for RAOA, it's widening my number of SKUs. So instead of having 400, I'm going to aim for 800 SKUs. It's going to take time. It's going to require a little bit of sourcing, making sure sourcing products that instead of taking 10 units, 20 units per unit, that's what I did. I was taking a lot of units. Even now I take some units that are replenishable, which is I like, but I will be making sure that I'm going wide and buying 2 or 3 units of each item, or 2 units per each item, but having multiple SKUs, and that's going to help you. And making sure that you source all the time. Have a goal. Like, for example, I told you I'm going to source 800 units, 800 units, 600 to 800 units minimum a month. And I need to make sure that I have that all the time. So every day when my VA finishes my leads, my OA leads, because now I cannot go do RA because of lockdown, take them. I have a set of 15 to 20 SKUs per day. That's what the things that he can get me. That's what the sheets. And I start sourcing, validating, sourcing, and I'm good to go, right? So it's about consistency, as I said again, and making sure that you go wide. Very, very important for RAOA if you really want to succeed. Going wide. Rachel says, yes, I would have a hole in my head. Yeah, my head is soft. Best Canadian websites for deals. What are your regular go-to site? Look, Rachel, the easy things that in Canada, we don't have a lot of shops like US. So in the US, they have a lot. So maybe you need a big list. But the 2 big things we have, it all depends on the category that you're in. But for toys, as we said, we have Walmart and Toys R Us. These are your top 2 websites that you want to go to. And make sure you go wide. Do not go deep. That's the most important. Megan likes the bad boys. Yeah. Naughty. Rachel says, when sourcing in OA, is there a quick online calculator to check the cost to ship it into Amazon Warehouse Canada to help better estimate? No, it doesn't work this way. The calculator to estimate your shipping from Amazon, from your house to Amazon, you're going to use Amazon shipping, which is with UPS. Usually it's going to cost you from 75 cents to $1.25 for Canada. So you need to make sure that, you need to make sure that you're having a lot of units per shipment, so you can lower the cost for shipping per unit. So the only thing that you need to do the most, make sure that you basically, my average is around 75 cents to 80 cents. I put it as $1 just to make sure I'm good, but $1, that's the way you want to go. Okay. But that's what it is. It's an average 75 to $1, 75 cents to $1, $1.25. That's where you're going to be at. If you do less units per shipment, you're going to accept $1.25, maybe even $1.50, depending on how big the product, or how many warehouses being split to. But if you get enough units, like me, every time, like I have a shipment that I did and before the new year, it's around 450 units. 125 SKUs. I made a big shipment. I made a video. I don't know if I posted or not in our Facebook group. That's cost me around $400, so around 75 cents, 80 cents. So more units you have, less the cost shipping per unit. And that's what I do. That's why I accumulate them all to make a big shipment right away. If you have a small, it's going to cost you more. But Amazon, UPS, shipping rates are the best. Megan says, signatures are free with Canada Post business account, which is also free, but you need to select the option. It's not automatic. Oh, that's awesome to know. Yes, we have the business. Everything that you do, guys, is a part of your business, is a part of your structure to make sure that every account that you have, whether it's FedEx, whether UPS, whether Canada Post, make sure that you set up the business plan or the business level, because that's going to help you to, to separate your finances at the same time gets the best rate possible. The beep. Yes. Hey man, just joined. I said thank you so much, Carl. Appreciate it. That's the lazy way of cutting my hair. I know we have talked about this a couple of times, but in current situation, will you use FBM to fulfill orders or use 3PL warehouse? So when Amazon lets you, you will send straight on. Look, I'm using now 3PL. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it only for storage, not for fulfilling orders. Because if you do it right, excuse me, I don't know what happened. I get itch in my nose. So basically, I use it. If you do it correctly, if you do it really correctly, and you have a really good inventory management, every time there's like, if I get all my units, I ship, let's say 200 units to Amazon, and I ordered, let's say, again, I have 1,000 units. I shipped, Amazon limit is only 200. Let's say I shipped the 200 in. I'm good, amazing. Then I have 800. 800 are going to be at Amazon. Now, every time I see my limit, let me ship 150. I'm going to ship them. I'm going to ship them. I'm going to ship them. I'm going to ship them all the time. So Amazon always have units. I'm always getting units shipped from the warehouse or the 3PL to Amazon. That's what you need to do. Don't wait until you get 100, 200, 300. Now, the thing which is nice, which is I heard from you guys, from our group private, and thanks to Rosalind and you guys, you basically said the limits are being increased. Yes, the limits are now being increased much better than before, but it's still there's limitation. They're not going to give you unlimited. So for me, I was lucky that I told you I shipped 1,000. They were allowing me to do 1,000. I have another 1,500 units coming in. Luckily, they were able to let me ship another 1,000, which is I'm very happy. So instead of doing only 1,000, now I have 2,000 units. I created the shipping plan. As soon as you get them, as soon as you see your limit went up, create the shipping plan. Create it, prove it, leave it there. Leave it there. It's very important because if you want to use it again, you can use it. Do not let it sit. If you give a limit of 1,000 and every day that you don't have any units, Amazon just go ahead and lower that limit. Lower it from 1,000 to 900, 800, 700, even if you don't have any units in, which is very crazy. I think for me, I think the inventory limit should stop when you don't have any more units. But here it counts it even if we don't have it, and that's a part of the that's a part of your of Amazon algorithm, which is weird, but it is what it is. So I don't use it for FBA fulfillment. But if you have any no more units in Amazon, and you want to keep your ranking a bit, turn off the FBM, turn it on. By the time units gets in, if you want, that would be good. But for me, it's going to be more as a storage unit or a storing place. Let's see what else we have. Do you have information or do you estimate when Amazon will lift the restocking limitation? Look, I know you guys talked about it and you said it's going to be removed in January 1st, but I don't think that's the case because I read the email. I get the one with IPI. So if you have an inventory performance index was more than 450, Amazon will be more lenient with you, will give you a little bit more limit, but there's still limitation. I think that's going to happen until spring or even after spring. I don't think Amazon wants to, I think they're comfortable with that. They wanted to use a 3PL because they don't want to become like a storage unit for your products. And especially there's a lot of people who are sending products in without understanding the business and Amazon just having this dead inventory there. And even though they charge us for it, for storage fees, but they still don't want it. But I don't think it's going to be lifted anytime soon. I've been checking my inventory limits every day. So you go to inventory management, inventory dashboard, and then go to restock inventory, and then you'll be able to see limit for each product. That's the way I would do it, but it's going to be tough. So even if they allow me 2,000 units, I ordered 3,000 units. There's 1,000 units is going to be in the 3PL sitting there. So every time I sell through, I'm going to be fine. What's nice about you, Carl, you already have sales history, so your limit is going to be a little bit higher. It's not going to be 200. It's going to be more, I believe. So ship as much as you can with it. Approve the shipping, and let's hope and see what Amazon. Hopefully, Amazon lift them, which is I doubt it. But if they do, it's going to be maybe May, June, April, something like that. It's not going to be any earlier than that. Okay. Salam, brother. Good to see you again. Thank you so much, Osman. I appreciate it being here. Dan says per item. Yes, I'm talking per item, not per pound. So I calculate per item because that's the cost of my product. For example, if I ship product for $10, I buy it. When I put it in my repricer, when I put it into my SellerBoard for cost of product or COGS, I actually put it $1.75 or $1.85 or $11, whatever it is. I need to have that. Even when I do my tactical arbitrage, I'm looking for products. I put a fix of $1 per item. So I do it per pound. I do it per item. I know it's average out because I have a small product, I have big products. And once you get a little bit experienced, you will understand that you need the smaller item products within your shipment because you have all these big boxes, big packaging for products. You put them there. Then you see the top has a lot of empty spaces. So you need to have small products in there, whether small containers, whether small Legos, whether stuff that's very small to fill it up. And you have more units, which is going to lower your cost per unit, that's how I do it. Appreciate you, my man. It says here, Josh, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. How do you see the buy box winning on Canadian market and US market? Both of them are similar, the same kind of algorithm. It's all about the lowest price, basically. And if you have a good history, sales history, you have enough inventory, you will get the buy box. Now, buy box, FBM is not getting as much love as the FBA as you used to be in FBM, which is FBM in March, April. Used to get a lot of love, the FBM, but now it's not anymore. FBA is the way, and people want things now, which is really important. Okay. Just noticed in SellerBoard, Amazon charged me quite a chunk of money as FBA fulfillment fee. How can I check this is accurate and what you suggest I can do about it? This will be Megan's part. I believe you have to. I know what that's Amazon. Megan part. I think she goes to report fulfillment, and then she will be able to get the report, see what's being charged. But that's what it is. You know what? Leave it in our Facebook group and let's. Maybe Megan, she can write you something that would be really cool. Okay, she'll be able to tell you where to find them because she does them for us. So send them, and also comes in the payment report payments. Also, you can see fulfillment fees and what is it about. So that's another thing. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I'm not that smart. I'm an idiot. But hey, try to make it. Today's okay. I'm not sure what happened, but they charged me $500 as FBA fulfillment. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, don't forget there's some storage fees. I don't know if that's getting you storage fees. Maybe SellerBoard takes it as an FBA fulfillment fees. But check the reports, or we can call them and see what happens. One of these. But leave it in the Facebook group. We'll get you something. I took yesterday kind of off just to build this structure a bit for you guys and this video. But that's why I didn't answer anything. But please. Leave in the Facebook group. I will answer it. I mean, Megan will answer it, not me. Hey, Neil, how you doing, my man? I'm really sorry, Neil. I know Neil is going through a lot, and it's really sad to see what happened, and just unlucky situation and bad direction. I'm really sorry about that, Neil, but I'm sure you're going to get over it. I know Q4 was the time to liquidate all your products. But stay strong, my man. Stay strong, my man. You went through a lot, you put a lot, you spend a lot, you will get to the end of the line. Just slow and patient, and easier said than done. For me, easy to say, yeah, slow and done because not my money. But I feel you. I really feel you. Ricardo says, "Good morning, man. Happy holidays. Hope you and your family have your family had a great time." Yes, we had an amazing one, Ricardo. I hope you had the same thing, my man. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the group a bit. I'll see you in the Q&A. Let me know what's the time is good. So I haven't seen you. I saw you in the beginning, but then I've never seen you. And Megan said, increasing the storage limit, but not the restocking limit for the moment. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Until Rosalind and everyone in the group, they told me that. I was like, I didn't receive that email. So yeah, increase storage limits, but not the restocking limits. That's a good thing to know. Please, guys, let me know if that makes sense or not. But that's what I understood as well. Just, do you sell all the arbitrage product with the profit you thought of? Is that working with you each time? No, not all of them are going to be the same kind of profit. So for example, you're always going to have a buffer, right? So let's say I bought a product. I always like to double up. So if I buy a product for $10, I would like to make $10 if it's possible. If it's not, it's going to be a minimum of 30 to 50% profit. So if I buy something for $10, I would like to make $3 to $5 as minimum. If your business model is different, your strategy, like there's two different strategies or multiple different strategies. There's people who wants to double up. Okay, there's people who wants to double up, buy product for $10 and sell it for a cost that they can make extra $10. So they make $20, $10 theirs, and $10 profit, but they will sit on the products for a longer period of time. And there's another strategy, which is velocity, which is you turning your money multiple times a month instead of once a month. And that's where you actually sell a lot of units, a lower profit margin, but you can turn your money multiple times. When you do that, which is you sell 1,500, 2,500 units a month, is not going to be feasible for you to double your money. So it's going to be 130% ROI, or 130 to 150. Now in the US, it's going to be 30% more. But if you're going to do it in Canada, I think you can get to 50%. So if I have $10 product and I'm expecting to make, I checked it and told me $10. Some people are going to come in. Some people are going to come to the business, break it, whatever it is. So instead of 10, are you comfortable by making $5? You need to ask yourself that question at the moment you're sourcing the product. For me, yes, I'm happy. If I sell it within a week, if I sell it within 2 weeks, if I sell it in 3 weeks, I'm happy. Even within a month, if I sell, I'm happy because I still gave you. Think about it this way. If you gave me $10 and I was able to give you 15 for your $10, would you take it? Yes, you would take it. So I'm doing the same thing. I invest the $10 instead of sitting in the bank or sitting anywhere. I actually leave it there and let it double up or let it make more money on the money that I have, even if it takes 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Now, if you put your money in the bank, what are you getting? Zip. Actually, you lose money now, right? So by having your money, I'm not telling you go ahead and put all your money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you advice on your I'm not giving you advice on your how to run your business or how to save your money. That's your own thing. But I'm just telling for me this way. If I put the money in the bank, I'm not getting nothing on it. If I buy something and I make 10%, 20%, 30%, that's really great, right? So two different strategies, but that's why I said always have a bigger profit margin products. Do not have a small ones. Have a bigger profit per item. Do not have it small. Have bigger ones. So if you have a product, if you make $2 when you scan it, I'm gonna pass on it. It's not enough, because $2 if you do price war, it's gonna go to negative. So the market, you have $2 cap. But if I have $10 cap, if I go to 7, 6, 5, I have time to react and be able to lower my price and sell it right away, and I'll make that money, right? So it's all about how much profit margin you have. Bigger it is, better it is. So that's why I don't like to touch small price products. $1, $3 profit is not enough when I source it. I need to have 10. So when it goes down, it goes by increment. I'll be able to do well. Do you still have a trial offer for SellerBoard? Yes, I do for SellerBoard. I think Megan will leave it to you in the chat, hopefully. But it's really good. I would recommend everybody. I'm going to release that video also for SellerBoard because I think the woman, she did a great job. And we talked about it. It's very accurate software for accounting, 99% accuracy. I love that software. I've been using it now for multiple years. I love everything about it. I even opened a new account only for my Canadian business because the one I was using was garbage, and this is the one. Do that. They're really, really good. Really, really good. It looks like Amazon have lost 165 of my product. What do you think would be the best way to find out if they have lost them? If they lost, or what should I do? Look, I think you have 30 days to reconcile and see what it is. If they don't find it, they're going to pay you for it. They're going to pay you for it, which is, I hope that happens, Neil. I hope they lose it, and I hope they refund you that price. It's basically not the cost of product plus the profit, which is awesome. So if we have 165, if your profit, let's say, was double, you're basically getting 330 units, basically cost of the product. So 330 units as a cost, which is really great. So I hope they lose it, but I think you can reconcile it after 30 days. Sometimes they let you to 45 days, sometimes 25 days, but 30 days is the way to go. Yes. I think Megan, she's the one who's really, really... Megan, if you can chip in here, if something we had multiple products being lost or being, just being lost, when do we reconcile? I know you do that, and also we use the service Getita to do it. Now, Getita is a service to get you all your money back. If you want to do that, I think you should use any service that can get you first the money for free, like any software that you have that can get the money for free, and then let Getita do the extra work to find you more money. That's easier than anything else, and you save more money because Getita charges you 25% on everything they find, and they find this a lot, to be honest with you. Dan says, which repricer you use? I use becool.com. Becool is good. I've been using it just because I've been using it for a long time. It could be some other softwares out there are much better, but mine is really good. Becool is good. I've been using it. Repricer is very, very important for you to set up, and you need to know your rules. And it's really awesome. Your repricer is very important. If you really want to be ahead of the game and you make sales, the repricer has to be there and has to be set up correctly. And you should see the sales coming in. This plus good product plus PPC is the way to go. Excuse me. Sorry, noticed it down below. Okay, that's awesome. I said FBA. Okay, that's good. I said you just need to type FBA Giants to get extra free month of trial. Thank you so much, Megan. FBA Giants in capital letter. Yes, please put it in the group. Yes, please put it in the group, and I will screenshot for you. I'm very visual. Yes. Okay, Carl said, would you rather choose 3PL that has cost 80 cents per unit plus shipping to Amazon but handling time about 5 days, or 3PL that has total cost almost double plus ship but handling time 1 to 2 days? Does your profit margin support it? If you do $1.60, because look, for sure handling time sooner is the better, because I realize now all people, they want the product yesterday. If they ordered today, they want it yesterday. So that if you have 5-day handling time is a longer, especially for a private label product, especially because private label, you're more about velocity, more making more sales. So having 5 days is going to hurt your sales and your conversion, which means going to hurt your ranking, and you don't want that to happen. 1 to 2, it's better, even if it costs you more money, because you'll be able to have similar or a little bit lower conversion rate. You'll be able to have same kind of click-through rate. You'll be able to have still consistent with your revenue, which is going to maintain your keyword ranking. So paying the extra and having 1 to 2 days is more beneficial than doing 5 days, because the conversion is going to suck, and also is going to be temporary. If you have $1.60, maybe you're going to do it for 1 week until you get your units in, and then you'll be able to be fine. So for me, $1.60 for private label. If you have retail arbitrage, maybe you can do the 5 days, but private label 1 to 2, because there's a lot of things goes into it. A lot of things: click-through rate, ranking, conversion rate, revenue. You have multiple units per order. You have a lot of things get into it, and a lot of money being spent. But if you have a retail arbitrage, it's an existing product, existing product, existing BSR, existing keyword ranking, all the stuff is there. So you don't need to spend money. So who cares 5 days? But other than that, no. The storage fees are separate and usually they stay in storage fee. Yes, I believe you're right. You're right 100%, but I'm really not sure what it is. I'm sure you're not sure what it is. I'm really sorry. Ricardo says, like your haircut, haircut man joining the club. Yes, I saw your Ricardo. I was like, I'm jealous. I'm going to do that. That's it. This is my way of going. But I realize it's too cold outside and I've started getting a lot of drift here. You know, my forehead is just frozen. If you had a huge storage fees, you may have, maybe you have been charged for dimensions of your cart instead of the individual. This happened to me. Yeah, I'm not sure. It didn't happen to me yet. Can you chat about the price and strategy, how you use them? This is I need talking about repricer. Need basically an hour just to be able to talk about repricer. So I cannot just chat about it, but the price is important. Make sure that you always match the pricing of your competitor. Do not go below 1 cent. But yeah, it's very hard to talk about it in a few minutes. It needs a really share screen, show you exactly, because the price on Be Cool has a lot of segments, a lot of things to consider, and that's it. So I'm sorry about that, but it really takes a lot. You're welcome, Joss. Appreciate it. We have costs in SellerBoard. Do you know what's the positive number, product cost, and refund? No, I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. But if you have a screenshot or something, leave it in the Facebook group. I'll look at it. Positive number. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No. Let me see. Positive number. Let me see. All right, I'm just gonna see here what's up happens. And Neil says, try to receive the inventory button. It shows what was received and where they were dispersed. Let me see here. I don't know which positive number, to be honest with you, you're talking about, Carl. If you have a screenshot, you want to leave it in the Facebook group or just show me what it is. But I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to that maybe. All what I pay attention to when I get SellerBoard, I get about today's sales, yesterday's sales, okay, and this month and last month. So I'll be able to know what exactly happened. And this is how I gauge my business. So every time in the morning, I go in. Actually, not the morning. And I go around 4 o'clock. 4 p.m., 5 p.m. when I'm at night. I don't check it in the morning anymore because it doesn't count your PPC very soon enough. So I go at 5 o'clock. I look at this exactly. I go in. I check my Canadian business. I go ahead and say, hey, how much sales I made today? I mean, just roughly. Yesterday, how much I made, how much profit I made. Then this month, what's the forecast? It's just fake. It's just number, just make you feel good. And last month, how much I made. Not every month. I mean, I don't do that every day, but I just need to look what I made last month. It tells me a lot to see where my business stands. And then once I'm done, I go to my private label. I do the same thing. I check each product, how much each product made in profit, and also how much it made and how much it charged in PPC. It's just very easy for me to watch it. And then collectively, all of them, how much they made at the end of the day. If it reaches the goal that I have, or like $400, $500, or $1,000 from a day, whatever is the number that you have that you custom to that specific product, make sure it hits. If you see PPC goes high, your profit goes down. You say, hey, why profit today is going down? Even though I sold the same amount of units. Okay, I want to get in, check my PPC. Did something happen? Did my PPC running correctly? Is one of them, I create a new campaign, maybe it's leaking some keyword. Maybe I optimized the day before and one keyword started getting some kind of budget and starts really doing bad things. I check my coupons. If my coupon being expired, why I'm not selling as much, and these things I do. And also you do every week or every 2 weeks, whatever I do, I go to my business report and Amazon. I look at my Amazon report and I check my conversion rate. What's my conversion rate? Is it still at 30%? It's still at 35%? It's still at 37%? It's a new product. Is it still at 20%, 25%? And this stuff that I measure metrics for my business, that's what I take myself. And that's it. But positive, I'm not sure what it is. For sure, I check the cost of the products for each product. Is it the cost there or not? Especially when you do retail and arbitrage, you need to do a flat file, download a flat file to get the pricing. Or you can do it manually yourself and see what it is. That's it. That's all what I do. I'm talking to you. I'm actually updating 2 cost of products here I didn't have, so I'm just trying to put them in, and that's it. That's it. All right, let's see what else we have. We have Megan says usually it takes 30 days, but sometimes it's longer period. Example, right now Q4 I had 45 to 50 days for some. If they still give you a hard time for refund, Gitita is amazing at getting refund. Yes, 100%. I agree with you. They take care of everything and only charge you a fee if they get the money back. It's honestly worth the fee. They have funded us thousands of dollars for both RA and private label. Yes, they did that. I see a lot of notification, which is really, really awesome. I had a sale. Monica said I had a sale from Canada and have been charged for delivery $30 and wondering if I need to get something. I thought the customer is paying for delivery. Yes, they should be paying for delivery, not you. So that's something that I would contest with Amazon. Tell them, hey, I charge $30 for what? Because that's supposed to be the customer who pays for that, especially if you're enrolled in NARF. So yeah, there's here something. Call them and see what's up, or send them an email. Is even much better. But yeah, you're right, 100%. It needs to be resolved, and you're not supposed to be charged for it. Even customs and everything, the customer should be paying for it. When we signed up, they even went back 1 year of shipment and find missing units, which I would have never bothered doing. Yes, we got the most amazing things. We got refunded for an Xbox that I sent last year, and also a Switch, I believe, Meg, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. And they refunded us like, I don't know, $700, $800, which is what, not the Switch, was the game was $450, and then something else of a higher value. I'm not sure what was it. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Osman said, how can get that accounting software SellerBoard, please? Yes, it's called SellerBoard. I'm going to leave it in the chat. SellerBoard.com. That's the one. I send it. And also make sure you use Amazon FBA Giants in capital letter, and you'll be able to get 3 months for free. Trust me, use it. I don't get anything when you sign up. If you sign up and you continue with it paying, then I might get $1 or something. I'm not sure what it is. I swear to you, I didn't even receive one payment yet from it. But I recommend it because I use it. I love that software. If something that I don't recommend or I don't like, I'm going to tell you. And sometimes I look like a Debbie Downer or negative person because I told you things I don't like and things I like. So I really, really think you should use it. It's really, really good. A lot of people are going to tell you, hey, Zero, A2X, use these softwares. They're $300. I don't know what it cost. It's not for you yet. If you trust me, SellerBoard will do more than enough for you. In SellerBoard, click last month, more refund cost, and there's POS number for your product cost. Click last month. Last month. Okay, last month. And more refund cost. Yeah, these are reimbursement. So if you got refunds, like for example, how much refund you get back. So if you get 5%, 3% refund, it's going to tell you how much refund back. Now, why it's positive, maybe Amazon, I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't have a positive refund. I have it in negative. Like for example, last month, is that last month? Yeah, last month. Yeah, last month we had $3,000 in refund on 71 units. and we sold 1,510 units. So yes, that's what I got. I don't know what's the refund rate on this one. Let me see. Let me see, baby. I'm getting ridiculous with this haircut. Let me see. 71 divided by 1510. So around 4%. I'm at 4%, but that's okay. It's cool. 3,000. So if you have positive, maybe, I don't know. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure. We should maybe ask them. Send them a message and let's see what they say. I mean, chat them and see why it's positive. I don't know if you have some missing units and Amazon refunded you for them. I'm not sure. I never get positive. I always get negative. They love my money. Absolutely, send out FBA message once you request to join, and I will be sure to add you. I want to be in your Facebook group, please, Megan. Yes, for sure. She will get you in. I have a return package for address not deliverable. Do I just do a refund and be done with it, or wait for customer to ask me about it? She ordered for someone else. Okay, for address not deliverable, I mean, if you can't deliver it, that's it. I mean, if you cannot send it to them, you need to refund them. Tell them, hey, your address you gave me is wrong. I can't deliver to that address, or USPS, whatever, cannot do it. So what's the next step? So I think you should, I mean, for sure, they can ask for their money when they don't receive the product. You don't want to get a bad seller feedback, even if you can remove it very easily, but you want to build this really good relationship. So I would ask them first, hey, this address is wrong. I cannot deliver to it. Do you have a different address? See if they give you another address. If they do, then ship it. You're good to go. If it's not, tell them, hey, sorry, I can't do anything about it. Refund them, and that's it. Sometimes Amazon will find the product they refunded you for and will take their money back and the product back to your inventory. Yes, that happens as well. So guys, look, it's been 1 hour and 11 minutes. I hope really you benefit from this session. I hope you really knows your steps and how you can have the 5 things. It's actually more than 5 things, but I put 5 things because I'm looking for this clickbait stuff. 5 things to do in 2020 to be successful. I gave you what are my goals, my vision, what are my steps I'm going to be taking, what are the things I'm thinking about. And also, please, if you have anything else, please leave it in the comment. Let me know if that's something you really, what else you're doing to have a better 2021, because what's yours different than mine. And I think by all of us just brainstorming, we'll be able to get better and better and better. And I really wish you nothing but the best for 2021. I think you're going to kill it. Be patient. 2021 still is going to be great. When we started 2020, we thought it's going to be a disaster, but it looks it's going to be good. But be cautious, be patient. Don't listen to other people just because they said it. That means right. You gauge your business. The next 3 months for me is gauging my business exactly what it's going to be. I'm still shipping units. I'm still doing everything. I'm going to see what Q1 is going to do, and I'm going to decide how much money I'm going to invest, how much inventory I'm going to get, how many products I'm going to launch based on the amount of sales and amount of activity that I'm going to get, and also seeing what's the political stuff that happening, politics and all this stuff, just to make sure we're on the right path. It's your money, not anybody else's money. You're responsible, and take ownership of your own decisions, because it's going to make you stronger. Trust me, any struggle you're going to have today is going to define you for tomorrow, and you're going to make you stronger and stronger every day. That's where I lost my hair. Okay. So guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Have yourself a great and awesome weekend, and go ahead and strategize, write down what you want to do, and let's kill it 2021. Me and you, we're going to hold each other accountable, and let's see at the end of this year if you be able to reach 250K a year, which is, I believe, is possible. A lot of you thought they cannot make 100K a year, but they were able to make it. And if you like this video, please subscribe, like. Please help me share it with other people, because really would like to grow for this 2021. Take care of yourself. I love you all, and stay big, stay giant, stay safe, and let's make it happen. Take care, everybody.